Did I just zoom it in further? Like, the hell? Anyway, oh, I almost choked on my own saliva. Hi guys, we're gonna pretend as if it is Wednesday and we're gonna do this review, okay? As per usual, I'm gonna do my brows off camera, and you're gonna see the intro, and by the time we get back, our girl's brows is gonna be done did. It's light to bright. I don't know. I'm still working on this setup, boo. Like, I feel as if I'm too close. But let's just do this thing. Okay, so we are on episode 4 of season 13. My eyebrows are done. I do have a little pimple right here. Don't look at it. I don't know why it's there. I'm going to turn this way to do my makeup. I didn't like the format before. I'm not gonna lie. But after this episode, I completely understand why they did it the way they did it. It makes sense. You actually get to fall in love with the girls before you actually see them sashay away. Usually it's just the first episode, and after you've seen them for probably 40 minutes, they disappear. That's it. Bye-bye, you know. This way, you actually get to know the girls. And yes, I'm a hypocrite. I preached the last 3 videos how I hate the format, blah, blah, blah. But after this week, I have appreciated the format. So, boom. Let's get into the episode. The 2 groups finally meet, right? So group A, which is the winners group, and group B, which is the losers group, you know, they meet up. But first, before they meet up, they tell Elliot, yo, Elliot, go and hide, because the B squad, I'll call them, does not know that Elliot is still in the competition. They think that they have sent her home. So boom, Elliot gonna hide, and then the B squad steps in, and the A squad is standing there with their nose in the air, like, you know, acting like they're better than them and all of that shit. So they get to talking. They're giving the 411. Everyone's asking, you know, what's up with your group? Who won the lip sync? You know, blah blah blah. Then they're realizing that they're 1 girl short. So they're asking, what happened to Elliot? So the girls start explaining that one of the girls had to be sent home, so they voted Elliot. The A squad is asking, why did you vote Elliot? Like, you know, how was the voting process? And then the girls are like, well, we voted off first impressions. So Elliot jumps from around the corner. It was very anticlimactic. I don't even know why they bothered doing it. Elliot jumps around the corner, and she's just like, what's up, B squad? And you know, she's hyping herself up, and the girls are, I don't think they were all that shocked or surprised, but whatever. So the girls are there, and Elliot, she's snappy and she's upset. I mean, she has a right to be upset. She was voted off, but I don't think she should have been as snappy as she was. Anyways, the next day rolls around. Ru walks into the workroom. He's just like, hello, 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 you know, the usual. He announces that eliminations are officially back on, and then he said that it is time for the main challenge, and it will be an acting challenge where they will be acting in cheesy holiday movies. In order for him to mix the groups, he'll be the one choosing the teams. Fabulous. The first team was Denali, Elliot, Kamora, and Olivia. They got a Valentine's Day movie, Misery Loves Company. The next team is Lalari, Rose, Simone, and Utica. They got a Flag Day movie, God Loves Flags. I did not know that Flag Day was a holiday in America. Like, y'all got a lot of holidays. I think Jamaica have enough. Anyways, the next team was Got Make, Joey J, Candy, Tamisha, and Tina Burner. They got an April Fool's movie. It's called April Fool's Rush In. Alright? So the girls are all excited and they're ready to choose their own roles. And Denali chooses a role with a lot of lines. Mind you, Denali is not an actress. She has never acted before. So she kind of fucked herself over with this one. You know, Rupaul walks in, he's walking around, he's talking to the girls, the usual. I don't think I have to go over that. So it is time to record and we're seeing who looks strong and who is struggling. The first group to record was who? April Fools. Tina was great. Like, you can see that Tina is a force to be reckoned with because sis is seasoned. She can act. She can do all of them niceness there, right? Joey J, mama. Joey J was struggling. Joey J really and truly did a struggle. I'm a low-key did feel so sorry for her. Did I? No, I didn't. But God Loves Flags was a freaking struggle fest. It was a struggle bus. It was just a struggle. So for Misery Loves Company, Denali, I don't know why sis chose so much lines, because she really and truly messed herself up with all of the lines that she chose. And Kamora, oh my god, Kamora just was not getting it and it was so difficult to watch. So we are now back in the workroom after the recording session, and Candy, she is bitching the outfit together. They talk about which one of the queens have been with a woman before. I think majority of the queens said no, that, you know, they've been gay. They've really been, you know, really gay. But as you know, Tamisha has been with a woman. Tamisha has 3 goddamn kids. So she talks about it, and obviously this is the first time that half of the group are hearing about the fact that she has kids and everything. So they're shook, and she says that her drag name Tamisha actually comes from her first daughter, which is really sweet. Anyways, the girls in the workroom, they're joking, they're kikiing, they're doing all of that jazz, you know, the usual. I don't care for it in this review. If y'all want to get everything, go and watch the show. So anyways, to the runway. Mama Ru looks so good. She is pulling out all the stops with these looks this year. I think Corona has been doing good for Drag Race budgets, and that is not even me being shady, or is it? That's probably me being shady. But anyways, I didn't really like her wig though. It looks as if it was going to get up. Her wig looked like it was gonna get up and walk away. That's what her wig looked like. But anyways, the way the format is, right? The girls first walk the runway and then we see the acting challenge. So I will be reviewing it accordingly. I will be talking about their runway look first, and then I will be talking about their performance in the acting challenge. Alright. Category is Train for Days. And everybody that's watching this review already know what a train is. First at the stage was Denali. And I loved Denali's look. It was so colorful. It was so nice. Her hair matched in perfectly with the look. She literally reminded me of Carnival. I know that's not what she was going for, but I'm putting it to something relatable to me. So it reminded me of a Carnival costume with the colors. Her hair was very right and it matched. She really looks like a majestic bird, and I loved every single y'all saw what I just did. Oh my gosh. And I loved every single minute of her walking on stage and just swinging her train around. Alright, so the makeup kind of came out here a bit, and I'm going to fix that and then come back on camera. Alright, so I decided to cut my crease off camera as well, because I'm not gonna do the same thing what I did do last week and attempt to cut my crease and then fuck it right up. So next person was Olivia Lux, right? I really liked the soft purple of her look. Like the soft purple touches was very beautiful. I liked the goldish lavender that she used on her outer dress. Two things I didn't like though. I thought that the prop that she used was essentially useless, because she was just holding it. It was a harp, but she didn't do anything with the harp. She was just walking down the stage holding it, and when she did play it, she kind of just did this. She didn't do anything extra with it. So I think it would have been nice if she actually used the prop, or just leave the prop alone, you know. The second thing I didn't like was the stiffness of her outfit. The front was very stiff when she was walking. There was no flow and there was no movement, and I really didn't enjoy that. But overall, it was a very good look. Her makeup was very gorgeous. Everything about it was really nice. The next person to the stage was Elliot with 2 T's, and to be honest, this was the best I've ever seen her, but she still looked basic. I don't know. Elliot's style is very questionable. It is very, very basic, and I really and truly don't like her style. Elliot is yet to wow me. So the second girl, not second, but the next girl to the stage is Kamora. And I'm not gonna lie, this look was absolutely beautiful. It was so gorgeous. It was done right. The gold was done right. Her face was looking all right. The 2 dragons on her shoulders, that was something. And I really liked how the dress went down into the tail and it had the spikes on it. The only critique that I have for this look is the fact that she wore her hair down and you could not see the full details of the back. Alright, so lashes are popped on, winged eyeliner is done on both eyes. It's just time for me to clean everything up and continue talking about what I'm talking about. I'm still trying to get used to this doing my makeup on camera thing. Simone comes on stage, and trust me when I tell you, everything about Simone was perfect. It was so perfect. So I said this in one of my reviews. I think it was like the first time I saw Simone, but I think I edited it out, so I have to repeat myself without people knowing that I'm actually repeating myself. Simone's style is black, unapologetically black, and I love every moment of it. Like, she is so gorgeous. You can see it in her style that she draws inspiration from the culture. She's very cultured, and you can see that, and she celebrates being black, you know, a person of color. So this look was everything and a bag of chips, and it was also smart. A do-rag on the stage, and it wasn't even like just a do-rag. It was so tasteful. It was so elegant. The colors were everything. The way that she was walking down that runway, her attitude, she was selling it. Also, she could have just brought out a jumpsuit and a do-rag, you know, but she femmed it up by adding that corset on the inside. And to me, everything was just so freaking perfect. The next person on the stage is Lala Ree. And let me tell you something. You see, for the past 2 episodes that she's been in, is it 2 episodes? Yeah. Her style was very meh. Her style was very mediocre. Her style was very one note. I hated most of the things that she was wearing, especially her entrance look. However, this look was fashion, honey. This look was so gorgeous. This look was everything and a bag of chips. And not only was it the material that was used, because that print was everything. I loved her face skinny. I loved her attitude walking down the stage. And then sis revealed. She did a reveal. And the reveal was another train. But this time the train was split into like a snake tone. I loved the boots. The boots were perfect. The fact that she made, or whoever she got to make those boots all the way up with the corset, the garter piece on it. I enjoyed Lala Ree's look today, and I think that would be second best to Simone. The next look on the stage was Utica and Mama. I hated every moment of this. I love Utica, okay? She's a very kooky, quirky, you know, I love everything that she presents, but this was just not it. The next person out was Rose, and she was wearing this lovely blue suit with a blue train. It seems to be tulle behind her. And I personally think that it was a bit too much blue. Everything was so blue that it just looked like one. It literally looked like one thing, and I really and truly did not like it. I think the train should have been like a different color. She should have loosed some of the stuff that she had on her arm. It kind of looks like, you know, like a half tuxedo, half dress. That is what it looks like. I don't think it looks like a train per se. The next person is Gottmik, and this was a very proud moment for her because she got to wear the colors of the trans flag on the runway. So I'm very grateful, you know. If she loves it, I love it. But that look was a hot goddamn mess. No. Her train did not look like a train. It didn't make any sense to me. Her leaf blower did not make any sense to me either. It literally looked like draping on a bedazzled bodysuit, because it had one piece going here, one piece going here. Like, it did not look organized. It did not look good. I don't know. It wasn't a bad look, but was it the best look or the best I've seen Gottmik? No, it looked very cheap. It looked very simple. I did not like it at all. Alright, now the next person to come out was Tina Burner, and she came out as a train conductor, and I did not like this look at all. It looked a bit costumey to begin with. I did not like the tulle on her sleeves. That made no goddamn sense to me. She could have worn something shorter. She could have worn a nice cute skirt, show some legs, but that long dress, she wasn't even walking in it properly. I hated the black shoes with it. She should not have worn black shoes. It just looked costumey, and it just looked like a hot goddamn mess, okay? Another awful look for the night was freaking Joey J. I don't know what she was wearing. She looked this tall because of everything that she was wearing. She kind of looked scrunched up. That jacket, it was just too much. with the shoes. She wasn't showing any skin at all. Everything was covered. She kind of looked lost in her clothing. There was no shape, there was no body, there was nothing. I mean, the most exciting part about her look was probably the fact that her train was like a pair of lips connected to her back, and then there was a tongue hanging out with the tongue ring, so her train was just a tongue. I thought that was creative, but everything else was a no. I didn't really like the hair. I didn't really like her head thing that she was wearing, and it was kind of slack. I just did not like her look at all. The next girl to the stage was Candy Muse. Honey, Candy's wig, first and foremostly, that wig was awful. Secondly, on the side of Candy's garment, right, where the cutouts were, where you could see some leg and whatever, you had her panties, right, the red panties, and then you were seeing her undergarments, which were black. The least that Candy could have done is put on some red undergarments, so even if it was supposed to show, it would not have been that obvious. Alright, other than the little tweaks that she needed to do, her overall look was not bad. I can see the vision, but again, it kind of just looked like a dress with two splits at the side. It did not say train for me. The next look was Tamisha, and she made it, obviously, but it did look handmade. That peplum that she had around her waist, she should have done one of three things. She should have eliminated it. She should have made it higher so it sits right on her waist, and she should have cinched her waist a bit more so it just accentuates a waist, or she should have made it fuller, because looking at it, it just looked like a little piece of tulle just string around the waist. It does not add to the outfit, it does not subtract to the outfit. Secondly, she should have worn a pair of pink shoes, because the shoes are silver. The first thing that I see when she steps out on the runway is her freaking silver shoes. So we have seen the looks, darlings, and it is time to just quickly run through the acting challenge. Now, the first challenge was Misery Loves Company, and watching it back, Denali was not as bad as she was in the recording session. She seemed to have flow a bit more, but obviously that's the edits and everything else. Kamora, honey, she was as awful as she was in the recording. She was awful. It was so flatline, and I'm just like, Kamara, honey, you are going home. Moving on to God Love Flags. Simone was so funny. Her acting was on point. The way she said things, I really enjoyed watching her. Her accent was everything. Lala Reeve, she was alright. Utica was Utica. I didn't really see any acting, but alright. And Rose, she was pretty funny as well. The way she would change her voice and whatever. That skit was maybe the best skit out of all three. The next was April Fool's Rush In. I think Gottmik was alright. She wasn't really spectacular or whatever. There was no high points. Personally, I think that she was on the same level for the whole skit, but obviously the judges didn't see that. Tina was good as expected, and Candy was funny as hell. I actually laughed and I really enjoyed watching Candy, although I think Candy was just playing up Candy, but I really and truly enjoyed that. And Tamisha, she was good as well. I mean, she was being hard on herself, but her character was pretty good. Now, Simone wins the challenge, which was not surprising to me. She was pretty funny, and the judges, they loved her. Denali and Kamora, they were in the bottom. So the song was one of my favorite songs, which is 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters. I love that song, Pure Love. That song is everything and a bag of chips. Yeah, I'm that type of girl. And of course, Denali won, but it wasn't even Denali winning. Denali slaughtered Kimora on that goddamn stage. Denali, she was pulling on all the stops. Kimora, she was just there and she was, you know, doing her thing, but she was saying it was because of her dress. But listen, that girl did not want to fight hard enough. You see, I've seen girls strip down. I've seen girls take scissors out of them goddamn clothes and cut open them clothes and reveal a bodysuit underneath. I think what Kimora should have done was put a bodysuit under that shit and just wiggle her way out. That would have shown me that she wanted to be there, but she was too concerned about being pretty. But from the jump, she said that she was a look queen, and I'm guessing she did not want to tarnish that by doing something ugly like cutting herself out of the dress or whatever. She should have, but she'll probably do that and still go yard. So either cut the dress and go home, or don't cut the dress and go home, and I think she chose the better option. Anyways, it is Untucked time, so let me just quickly run through Untucked. So obviously the girls that are safe, they go around first. So those girls were Gottmik, Joey J, Elliot, Tamisha, Olivia, and Tina, right? So the girls talk about who they think is in the top and who's in the bottom as usual. They talk about the challenge. Utica said that she thought she should have been in the top, and I'm just like, bitch, where? Especially based on what she was wearing. And then we find out that she actually bitched this shit up before she got on the runway, and I can see that. Girls think that Simone and Candy are in the top, and they think that Lala Reese and Kimora are in the bottom. So the rest of the girls came in and they're spilling all the tea on the main stage, and Kimora, she's feeling a bit down, and then the girls are trying to hype her up, telling her that, hey, you know, girl, don't think about anything else. You got here and you look gorgeous and you look stunning and blah blah blah. And I hate when the girls do this because, one, honey pie, it doesn't matter how gorgeous you look, you need to be talented. Your look cannot save you. If it's an acting challenge and you cannot act, your ass is going home. It doesn't matter how good you look. If it is a sewing challenge and you cannot sew, your ass is going home. It does not matter how good you look. This part also annoyed me because Candy gave her 2 cents, and I was liking Candy in this episode. I really was. And then she just opened her mouth and it was reverted back to me not feeling her. So Candy said that she thought that Elliot should have been in the bottom. Elliot was already safe, mama, and you are not a judge. So it doesn't even freaking matter whether Elliot is safe or not. What are you gonna do about it? Your opinion does not freaking matter. You should just keep it to yourself. After that, Denali got a bit emotional over the fact that she could be lip syncing and she might be going home. And Rose was very sweet and Rose comforted her. And then Kimora got a bit emotional as well, saying that she worked really hard to be here. She doesn't really want to go, but you know, she's glad to have made the friendships that she did. And then all of the other girls were comforting Kimora and saying, hey, just go out there and give it your all. And Denali came to Kimora and she said, listen, if it's up between you and I will be giving it my all, and I want you to give it your all as well. Unfortunately, Kimora did not give it her all, and the rest is history. So 12 queens remain, and I cannot wait until Friday's episode to see what is happening, because you know what, very exciting, very excited about it. I've fallen in love with majority of these queens. I'm rooting for them. I want to see them grow. I'm just excited to see what these girls have in store for me. And that is the end of my review. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all know what to do. If y'all have any opinions, leave it right down there. So in the comment section. And what else do I have to say? Not a goddamn thing. Just keep liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all of them nicest there. Remember to be a beautiful soul, not just a gorgeous face. And until next week, mwah, bye. It was so beautiful. Wait, I need space to show. Ow! Oops.